All right, this is take two, episode 5 of Talking Guys. I'm Will. It's good to see you guys this evening.
How's it going, guys? Feel like it's been, longer than usual.
Maybe. Hey, did we get the layout fixed or is it last week's layout still?
I mean, it's last week's. Patrick still has his promotion.
Yes.
It's the hair. I know.
Actually, I have been kind of dialing it a little bit. My boy Dr. Disrespect kind of gave me some points on how to look,
Oh, don't
and I'm looking pretty
remind me.
sexy.
I need to talk to you about Doctor Disrespect. That's not one of our topics,
You
but
said,
boy, do I have something to tell you about him.
woo!
Anyways,
I work out sometimes. 3 years ago.
Do we just start over and take 3?
take Patrick out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, as I
Got you.
feel like he
Yeah.
just kind of ruined that entire intro we had going.
Wow.
Totally derailed the entire flow we had.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just.
Oh, I guess that's a video.
Yeah.
Thanks
yeah,
for
I guess
being
we'll
here, guys.
See you guys next week then. See ya.
All right. Peace. Bye.
All right, so I got the first topic for today. What do you guys feel about Pop-Tarts? Yeah?
I like Pop Tarts. I'm
All right, you
not
guys have
positive where this is going, but I do like Pop Tarts.
Yeah, they're okay.
Okay, you have a particular flavor that you guys think is the best?
Obviously.
Before you say, I'm gonna go ahead and just list mine because there's no way to argue against mine. But the brown sugar cinnamon unfrosted is the best, and you eat them cold. You don't put them in the toaster.
Okay. First,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you put
Yeah,
them in the
something.
toaster ever. I think Pop Tarts are the best cold.
Hmm.
But if you want it in the toaster, you go with a toaster strudel. Pop Tarts cold, room temperature. Could be cold if you wanted.
Yeah, depending on where you live.
I like heating mine up in the toaster, like crunchy and
It
warm.
takes too long though.
It's like a minute and 30 seconds.
It's not as
No,
good.
a minute and 30 seconds. You're burning it. That's like
It's not
30
as
seconds,
good.
but even then,
But
30
side story, my sister one time put the whole package in a microwave.
No, she did not.
with the foil.
She did. it
And
was
it
great.
melted everywhere, or
It
what?
went pop.
And then tart.
No, there's no tart left.
Oh, jeez.
On a side note, I tried the new flavor of Pop Tart that we got in my store, the Fruit Loop one, with some milk, and it tasted like Fruit Loop. So
I guess that's what they were going for. So,
Wait, are you telling me that
and-
you?
well done,
and-
well done.
and my employee bought it for me. I'm a great boss.
Wait, are you telling me the Pop Tart has milk flavoring in it, or you bought a bottle of milk to drink with it?
No, I took.
If you're not drinking milk with your Pop Tarts, you're already doing
Yeah,
it
what
wrong.
the hell, man.
Hey, some people do. I'm not saying I'm one of those
And
people.
also specifically, can we be specific about this?
No,
Pop Tarts, when eating it, really any Pop Tart, cookie, bakery item, take a bite of it first, then you sip a little bit on the milk. You do not dip it in. It makes it soggy and not good.
well, it puts crumbs in your milk, which is
Yeah,
disgusting.
come on, man. Right? Are we in occurrence on
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's
cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know who's a dipper, but it needs to stop.
Yeah,
We
not me.
need to put our foot down and say, no more dipping.
I gotta know the flavors
Only
you guys have
sipping.
though. We never
We're
got to
sippers,
that.
not dippers. Okay.
Hashtag sippers not dippers.
Hashtag sippers, not dippers.
What you got, Seth? Flavor wise.
Definitely blueberry, but I lean towards blueberry flavor on most things. The strawberry is a close second. Frosted,
Wait, hold
obviously.
on.
I don't know
Okay,
why they created a non-frosted option.
Yeah, what the
I
hell,
eat the
man?
non-frosted strawberry.
Okay.
I know.
It's awkward. I'll see you later.
All right. Well, I guess that's the end of Seth's run on the show.
That's a second end. Okay. We already had a first end, so now we're on a new
All
beginning.
right, guys, I had to
We're gonna
collect
make
myself
up.
there for a minute. Anyways,
Frosted all the way. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Who removes frost from
removes
Pop
frost. I
Tarts?
remove it from my windows.
No, but on the blueberry, do you do frost or unfrosted?
Unfrosted is not a thing. It's a
Yeah.
thing, but it's not a thing.
Not a
It
thing.
doesn't exist in my world.
Okay.
And his world is.
At least to me.
What you got, Pat?
I mean, pretty much. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really eat Pop Tarts like that anymore. But if I do have one, I really just go with my cravings. So I don't necessarily have one that I'm like, this is my go-to. If there's not, if I have to pick between brown sugar one, like you're saying, and strawberry, I'm gonna pick strawberry. Like, I like strawberry. That's my favorite berry flavor in general. Grape's disgusting. Sorry. Not really sorry though.
Wait, great Pop Tarts.
Yeah, nah, just grape in general. I'm not a
Well,
grape
I
fan.
mean, grape flavored things does
Normal
not
grapes.
taste like grape.
Yeah, normal grapes, like actual grapes, before people freak out and fall off their chairs in fury at me, taste great. And actually, if you take them and put them in a freezer, they're even better. Love frozen grapes. Like
I mean,
the bomb. Definitely try it. Get like the big ones though, like the big grapes.
I freeze my blueberries all the time.
And they last longer. So, you know, it's like a win-win. And during the summer when you're like hot, you know, you just take these grapes and they're like pure sugar and water and
Yeah.
I don't know. It I swear to God, it makes them taste like 5 times better. But yeah, I guess like strawberry. I like strawberry. Um I don't know. I feel like a lot of Pop Tarts, they're just so sugary. And the older I get, the less I'm like, I'm just not into. I like sugar. I don't get me wrong. I love sugar, but I'm just not as big in eating sugar for breakfast anymore. I would rather have something with like some, you know, protein, fat, and goodness, carbs.
I
And
usually just don't
Right.
eat breakfast.
well,
Yeah,
that too.
I sleep
Depending
through it,
on.
so
I do not sleep through it.
I mean well.
I'm working, but or getting ready
Yeah.
for work, but I don't eat till like 10 at least.
I'm always like, oh, okay, when I get to work, I'm going to eat some food real quick while I'm doing paperwork. I do my paperwork, I don't eat food. And then it's like 11, 12 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, that's why
yeah.
I'm
Now it's
feeling
lunchtime.
groggy now. And I feel like I don't have any energy anymore because I didn't eat anything all day. But that's also why I maintain this amazing figure by never eating. Right?
I guess that's diet advice from Patrick. Oh,
Yeah,
But
just
not-
don't eat.
Yeah,
What's the
advice
worst that
said.
could happen?
you die.
Well, apparently, if you starve your body, it decreases the fat around all your skins, and eventually that'll.
I'm gonna have to create a
that's
disclaimer to
the
put up
thought.
here that just says like not actual advice. I'm gonna just have to keep that one going.
So don't starve yourself, please.
Yeah, don't ever take any advice we give seriously.
Unless
calm
we give
down.
the secret signal, then it means it's serious.
What's the signal?
Oh, I'm not telling anybody.
Oh,
For
it's a
cereal.
secret.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
say for cereal, and then you're like, and then you follow it with what actually for cereal.
Or Reese's Puffs. Anyways.
Hey, yeah, I guess speaking of cereal, you
Do
know,
we
we'll
have a
segue.
safe word?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
No.
What's your favorite safe word?
Banana.
Banana. Banana! Like banana!
Yeah. All
I just
right.
think you're kind of crazy.
Yeah. So
continue
breakfast.
onwards.
I guess we'll segue into the next topic.
Okay.
It's still breakfast related because why not? Fast food places serve breakfast items. A lot do, some don't, but most seem like they do nowadays. You guys
Yes.
have a rank where you would put the best and the worst breakfast menus for fast food.
How many do we have to go
A
through a lot
best
of them?
and a
or
worst.
Can we just give
No,
a
I'm
best
just saying
and
like
worst?
what you personally, your number one choice and then your last choice would be.
For breakfast? I can already think of what my favorite place is, but I'm trying to think of what the worst place. Hard to come up with off the spot like this because I don't go to the worst places for breakfast. I don't even remember them because they're bad.
Um, yeah, I mean, so, or bad. I don't know. I would say probably Chick-fil-A for the worst. And I'm a huge Chick-fil-A fan. For all you out there, because I know there's a lot of people who hate it, but most people love it. I love Chick-fil-A, but their breakfast is bland. In my opinion, I've tried a couple different things, just never just like I wanted it again. So for best, I probably would say Sonic, just because I love their one burrito, the super burrito, but I can't remember what it's called. It's like the extra meat one or whatever. It's really good. And then also they have French toast sticks, which I can't even find French toast sticks in the store anymore. There are all sorts of weird stuff that just is not the same. So anytime I want French toast sticks, I have to go to Sonic.
It's actually so funny because Johnny goes to Sonic literally just for French toast sticks and the Cinnabons.
Sounds like Johnny's a smart dude.
Literally, we'll go at like dinner time and it'll be like, I'm gonna get a burger and could you give me a side of the Cinnabons? I'm like,
Cinnabons are great. Cinnabons are great.
yes. While I do love Sonic, really do love Sonic so much, there was a point like a few months ago because I lived right next to a Sonic.
We live right next to a lot of things. Don't use that as an excuse.
But it was so nice.
We literally ate it like every meal, every day. Would not go anywhere else.
Number three, the best with tots, whatever drink that you like. I like ocean water, so that's what I get. But I would say my favorite is, Texas Whataburger. I say Texas Whataburger for
there is a difference.
Okay, not all Whataburgers across America are the same. Texans truly know how to make real Whataburger, and their honey butter chicken biscuits and their taquitos are to die for, and I love them. I'll order them all the time and I load them up. I never just order like a taquito with, eggs and cheese and one meat. I'll be like, put hash browns in it and extra bacon, whatever. And then for the worst, honestly, I would say the worst for me is Jack in the Box. Every time I've gone and gotten breakfast from them, which is very rare, far between, it's just okay. Not, yeah. I'm never like, damn, I crave Jack in the Box. Sonic, it would be Whataburger and Sonic are up at the top for me. And then I'm with Seth, where Jack in the Box I think is the worst, and then followed closely by Chick.
Wow.
I just don't. I agree with Seth. Every time I've had Chick-fil-A breakfast, it's just so basic. And I get that it's supposed to be like a healthy option, trying to like help you out. But I'm like, I'm going to get fast food. I want good. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I got. What do you got, Will? I feel like you're pretty angry with something one of us said, and I'm not sure who.
A little bit of both, actually. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I aim to please.
Worst. Oh man, I'd say maybe a tie between McDonald's and Burger King. Maybe Burger King. Yeah,
I didn't think about Burger King.
Yeah, they're at least they got the McGriddle. The McGriddle's not too bad at McDonald's, so that's and their pancakes are kind of decent. I haven't had their breakfast in years. I haven't had McDonald's in years, but their breakfast isn't bad compared to Burger King. But I'd still rank them at the bottom. Yeah, it's like if I'm going to Burger King, I'm not gonna go for breakfast. I'm going with Whopper. You know.
If I'm going to Burger King, there's something wrong with me. Go to Burger King ever anymore. I used to love it. Back when I was a kid, we used to go and get the Whoppers because they used to have like the 99-cent Whoppers. You could go in there. So my mom
No.
would, yeah, they used to do that, and my mom would go in there and buy us all these Whoppers. They were the best, and I thought Burger King was it. I love Burger King, and then when I got older, I'm like, sad. It's really
I
sad. They've
mean,
fallen off so hard.
I've never liked Burger King.
So favorite. Actually,
Oh
I
boy. Okay, go for it.
all right. So I like Sonic. I feel like their menu is pretty extensive in what you can get. And I think the options they offer for breakfast are pretty fair for what you're getting. I like Jack in the Box breakfast. I know.
knew it. I knew
But
when I said it, I like it touched something. Action.
so I guess it's actually kind of good that I went last. Because I can use that to segue into the next topic I had planned, which actually
Mhm.
still involves more breakfast. I don't know why I'm.
Someone's hungry.
Yeah. But no. So I like the fact that Jack in the Box serves their menu the entire day.
Yeah, that is nice.
So it's like if it's 11 p.m. at night.
Well,
and I
that's
want-
not true. Their Munchie Meals are only during hours. And
No, you can do the
those
Munchie Meals anytime. It's just they only cost $5.99 after 9 p.m.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're
they
like
cost quite a bit
$9.
more.
Yeah, I think they're like $9.
I always thought it was just like,
Mhm. You can get them whenever you want. They
The
just cost a lot
hell?
more.
Damn.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Side note on the Munchie Meals, Jack in the Box, if you happen to listen to this podcast, bring back that jalapeno cheeseburger that you guys used to use for the Munchie Meals. You had that one, right? It was like the queso burger with
I've had it,
jalapenos.
yeah. It wasn't my
Yeah.
favorite. I like the one with like potatoes in it and whatnot. Like whoever decided to make that, they were not in their right mind, but I love them for it.
Yeah. But that's why I like it, because you can have breakfast time you want at Jack in the Box. And sometimes I'm just not feeling a burger, but it's late at night and I want a breakfast styled item.
Oh, when I went to Corpus Christi last, we went to a was it a Jack in the Box or was it a Wendy? I think it was a Wendy's, but I thought it was a Jack in the Box. I was so tired, okay? I've been up for like 24 hours.
You mean like when we left?
Maybe
Like when we were leaving?
remember when I ordered?
Like when we were leaving Lafayette, right?
No.
Like
this
super
was,
early
I
in
was
the
with
morning?
Kyle and Cassie.
Oh.
We got in late and we went to get food, or maybe it wasn't Kyle and Cassie. It was
No, it was.
I was
there.
Michaela or somebody. And I literally, like, y'all all do, like, Patrick, what do you want? And I'm like, I'll take 4 tacos and a curly fry. And they're like, you don't serve that, sir. Like, what? Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
I do actually remember that story, but I don't remember where we went. Oh, we went to Wendy's. Yes.
Yes.
It was.
He thought it was Jack in the Box.
No, it was Wendy's, but he thought it was Jack in the Box. Because, yeah, it was me, you, Cassie, and Michaela, I think, on the way back from the beach.
Yeah. And then I told Kyle and Cassie about it when we got back, and Emily, I think. But I just, yeah, that was a sad moment. But I was gonna say something about back. I remember when Jack in the Box, they had like this. I got a meal one time in their little box that they put the burger in, that keeps it warm. They had like this thing, and it was like how to make Jack in the Box origami, and then it was like to make Pluto, and it was just like a wadded up piece of paper, like make Mars paper. Like, man, it's like, this is so good. I laughed so hard, man. I think I still have a picture somewhere in my phone because I took one and I showed it to my parents. I thought it was so.
I mean, it's pretty good. It was pretty good.
And it was just like 4 different planets, and they were all just a wadded piece of paper, exact same picture, everything. Like, wow, that's some good origami.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna say Sonic or Jack in the Box, and I think it's because they're actually I think their menus both restaurants offer their menu, the entire menu all day.
I think Sonic, yeah, you
Yeah.
can get it all day.
So that's
Yeah.
my next topic is do you think that restaurants, fast food places, should offer their entire menu the entire day? So if you want breakfast at 6 p.m., you can have breakfast at 6 p.m. If you want to have a Whopper at 9 a.m., you can have a Whopper at 9 a.m. What do you guys think?
I think they should have lunch 24/7, or if they're open 24/7, but breakfast should just be cut off. Not enough
Why?
people eat breakfast later on. That doesn't make sense on a financial side, to keep those products there and ready, unless most of it is just like they cook it on the spot. I don't know how they do all their stuff, but if you have to keep things made and wasting, I don't think breakfast would be worth it. But lunch,
Mm.
I know personally know a lot of people who, when even at breakfast time, they prefer to get lunch type stuff. But
Yeah.
it doesn't go the other way around as often. I don't feel like.
I would agree with that just from the experience I've had in the restaurant industry and even what I do currently because we make food. Uh I feel like a lot of places, even if they have an extraordinarily good breakfast selection, it's just, people don't go and get them. And you can see it, like, after, like at my work, dude, we have good breakfast. People come in and buy it all. And then at like 11 o'clock, it's just like, no, people don't buy it anymore. Even though it's the same thing that was there 3 hours ago. They, same products, made the same way, taste the same every time. They just don't buy it. And all of a sudden they start buying all the pizza and other things that we have. There is only one breakfast item though that they still buy, and that's like the little pigs in a blanket. They love those. They buy them all day. But other than, so I'm like, maybe there are items that they could sell all day. But the thing is, like with eggs and meats, you have to keep all of that cooked. Like there's no way to just fast cook it like that. So without, I mean, maybe there's some machines out there that companies have made and are using in their buildings that could make sandwiches extremely quickly. But I don't think all places. I think you have to be a very well established place that has been known for a good breakfast menu for a long time, and maybe you could pull it off. I just don't see people getting it later in the day, like especially from like 5 to 2 at night. People aren't going to go, so you're just going
So
to
do you
waste that
feel that
product.
places like Jack in the Box and Sonic are losing money because they serve breakfast all day?
Uh, Probably, but maybe not, because again, like Seth said, maybe they have some ingenious processes that I don't know about, that I'm not aware of, that make it more efficient for them, or that they can hold it for longer, or cook it fast enough that it doesn't hold them up. Um, but if you don't have the right equipment and all that, I don't know. I just
I don't feel like
don't see it as feasible.
they would really lose sales, even if someone goes there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon wanting breakfast, and they get there and they wait, like they go get in line and they see, oh wow, they don't have breakfast. They're probably still going to buy something more times than not.
Yeah, but I think it's just the convenience of having it. Like I said, personally, it's like if I feel like I want to have a breakfast food item late in the day, I like having that ability. So then that directs my decision to those places that serve
But I
breakfast
mean,
items late
like
at night.
a good example of that not working would be like a Whataburger. Like, remember Whataburger used to serve it all the time, and then for a while they went to where they served it 24 hours, and then they went back and set a hard, like, these are the times that you get breakfast,
If you want it, come and get it. If not, we're not doing it anymore. And I guarantee you it's because maybe there were stores that were profitable and are making the money and are constantly selling it, but there's probably company wide, especially in less populated areas of the country where they have Whataburgers. They're just losing massive product and wasting money having it out all day and ready.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
personally, I would love for, either option all day long, but I don't think it's super feasible.
well,
I guess
I
don't know.
think
Like
it
I said, that's
is if it's in a busy enough area, it's possible. But you would have to know your market. So you couldn't just do it company wide. And the thing is, because of that, a lot of brands don't want someone to get used to their brand giving them what they expect at this time, and then they go to another store in another area, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, why aren't y'all doing that? So they usually, they're gonna want to stick to this is what we do and what you are going to expect across the board because this is our brand and this is our image, our company's. So they don't want to disappoint. So like with a Whataburger, when I go to Whataburger, I know their breakfast ends at 11 a.m. every day. No matter what Whataburger I show up to, if I didn't get there by 11 a.m., damn bad. But I expect that because every Whataburger is like that. But if you start mixing and matching and having some Whataburgers not, then I'm going to be like, well, damn, my Whataburger down the street that I go to all the time, but I'm just on the other side of the city. It's not working. You're not going to sell to me. You guys are jerks. And people are like that too. It's actually insane.
Yeah, they are.
Like, okay, I get it, cool, but that's not what was supposed to be done, and it causes a lot of issues, things that they're not supposed to be doing, and then a guest gets used to it and then goes somewhere else and doesn't get that same treatment, and then they feel like the other place is like treating them wrongly when in fact that place is actually doing it how it's supposed to, and the other store is the one that wasn't doing it how they're.
I
I
can
see
see
this
that.
all the time at work. Yeah, with like free refills, everything. You know, they're like, "Well, I got a large coffee over here. They gave it to me for free. Why don't you give it to me?" Don't want to argue with them technically about stuff like that. You have to be very careful. But it's like,
Who is
this
this
isn't.
picky customer that follows you around, Patrick?
Oh, it's not just one. There's many.
I mean,
They all sound the
they
same,
have
right?
they have the same voice, so I'm starting to think it's the same person.
Yeah, me too.
There's a reason that they have those memes about that one person. Okay.
Well, before we move on topics, I just want to say if I'm going to Whataburger, I get like one of two items. So I don't ever have to worry about their breakfast.
I
Yeah.
get 3 items there, and one of them is a breakfast. So depending on what time of day I'm there.
Taquitos, honey butter chicken biscuit, number 2 with cheese, sometimes bacon, depending on if I'm feeling a little frisky, and no pickles on it. And then an extra large size of fries with a side of ranch. And then Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Also, Whataburger, if you happen to listen to this, please bring back the A1 Thick and Hearty.
It is good.
Never
I
tried
miss
it.
it.
It's not on
I
my
miss it.
list of 3 things.
The Chop House burger is good too.
Really is. All right, topics.
Whataburger's
What you guys got?
I mean, is this it for food?
I
We're
mean,
done?
we can go. I love food, so let's keep going if
No.
that's what you guys want to do.
No, I am actually not hungry at all, and this is not like, I mean, it's just I don't enjoy food as much whenever I don't want it. So coming from the guy who just said starve yourself. You need to get your opinions in line.
Listen,
Hey,
I'm here for
TTG
critic.
advice, right?
I eat whatever I want, and it just doesn't.
I did not say
So
cereal.
it's not fair. I know. Don't hate. But it is. It's a curse, really. big and buff, but I can't even put on weight. You know.
Transitions, I love it. What you guys got for topics?
Seth, you want to go with what one or
Yeah.
me to
So I've been thinking real hard about my first supercar. So I'm like 90% sure I know what it's going to be. I even have a year plan, all that good stuff. Not 1 year. It's a 3-year plan.
Oh,
No, it's actually a 5-year plan. I just could stretch it into a 3. It's what I was looking at. Anyways, irrelevant. So I want to know, what entry level supercar would you guys buy? And by entry level, I mean around 6 figures, or low 6 figures.
oh.
Don't go above 150. Go above 150, you will be disqualified.
Okay,
And you will not get
Bugatti
this car.
Veyron, buddy. That's within the price point, right?
No, it's not.
It's close. Super close.
Okay. What's it? Ford GT. Is it?
You're right.
Those ones are nice.
Yeah, I've gotten to see a couple in real
I've
real
actually
life.
not seen that many.
I've gotten to see a
I've seen
couple. They're pretty
one
nice in
the
real life.
Highland, in Arlington, Texas. I was like, "What the hell is that car?"
And why'd
They're
you go
like,
with that
"That's
one?
a Ford," and I'm like, "Damn, they make nice looking cars. I guess once in a while."
Thanks.
I mean, they make the Taurus.
Are sexy too.
Supercar though?
Yeah. Have you ever been in one in hybrid mode? Whew.
Have you seen Ken Block drive his Taurus, buddy?
No, I
That's a
haven't.
supercar.
It's not a supercar. But anyways, why did you say the GT? What about it?
And I also like the uniqueness in that it's not. I don't see it. Honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I see more expensive cars than even that more often than I see some of those like 100,000 price point.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
like,
I don't.
know?
I mean, I guess if you
just-
got the money, you go all out. I don't know.
Yeah, I just see a lot. Like I can't tell you how many Bugattis I've seen. Different Bugattis driving around Dallas or driving around DFW area. All sorts of dudes.
Hmm?
But it's like that's
Wait. You said a what?
a Bugatti
You-
or Lamborghinis, right?
Okay, I was gonna say
Not that.
you've seen a
My
lot of
bad.
Bugattis, because I haven't
No,
seen one,
no.
and
I've
I spent a
seen
lot of
tons.
time in
I
South
know,
Lake.
I don't know. I've told you, I'm tired.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that, like, maybe you were thinking the Audi R8, but no. Okay, so
Does that even
Lamborghini.
count as a supercar?
Audi R8? Yeah,
Oh,
it
Jesus.
falls under
Well,
an
I've
entry
seen
level.
Billions of those.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
it's
billions.
around $100,000 last I checked.
Really that expensive?
Yeah, and mid-engine and all that other fun stuff that makes supercars great.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Again, I'm not Mr. Expert here, so my opinion might not be as valid as some.
Everyone's opinion is valid, just some of them are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, that's so
What you
true.
got, Will?
All right, so we have to
No more than
Choose-
150 grand.
okay. Well, the supercar that I would assume would be low 6 figures, but it's more than the 150 grand entry level price. I guess they're starting at. So when you initially said it, I was thinking like a GT3 RS, but I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 400,000.
I don't know the price on it, so you can fool me. It's a nice car, though.
It is. Honestly, though, I mean, if we can consider it supercar because it's brand new and with trim options, it's going to go over 100 grand. Maybe the new GT500, the Shelby, the Mustang.
Sorry, that's not a supercar. Disqualified.
It's
Okay.
a supercar.
It is a muscle
like it.
car, and it is a pretty, especially for a Mustang, it is a badass car. but it's not a supercar.
But they don't make actual muscle cars anymore. So it's basically they make these like wimpy little like V6 things instead of like that like real truly amazing like, current Hemi that says I love you every time you press on the gas.
Oh my goodness.
Would you consider maybe like a Hellcat Red Eye to be a supercar, or is that just another muscle car?
Still falls under the muscle.
All right.
I feel like he's picking on you.
I'm not picking.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
it's cool.
we're gonna have to go over classifications of supercars.
I mean, can I choose like an older?
Yeah.
Or does it have to be newer?
It can be older.
I mean, you can get a. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can probably get a McLaren, right, for 150. No.
Water damage.
It needs to tune up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on which McLaren, but I know like the F1s and stuff are
Very expensive.
I was
mean-
thinking maybe like a.
I mean, we can go with your GT 500 option. Why you both are
Yeah.
picking Fords, but
Well, no, I mean, I guess another one would be, but I think it's over 150 would be the like it's the 720S Spider, the McLaren.
yeah, I don't know
But
the
I'm
price on
pretty
it.
sure it's over 150 grand.
I mean, it's not their top of the line, so we can go with that. Just because I'm saying like this is more feasible but still expensive is what I was going with. So I mean that works.
But really, I just want my G Wagon. I'm good. That's my super.
Get yourself a
That's
G wagon
fine.
tomorrow.
Hey, speaking of, we just wanted a special shout out to Asher. Last week's episode, I think he's the one that correctly guessed in the comments what the car Patrick was talking about. So
Facts. Yeah. So I'm between two cars. One of them is newer, a lot newer. The NSX, the new NSX. And then the other one that I'm leaning more towards is super nice, but it's also more common. It's the Gallardo. The Lamborghini Gallardo. It's such a good entry level car. It's so pretty, and it's pretty. It's fast. The interiors are super nice, and I think that's why I lean no more towards it, is because I really like the interiors. I've been in one, and I haven't been in an NSX. So if I sit in an NSX, it might be that might switch it for me. But the NSX also it has I love the old school Japanese like I don't know what to call them, but your Skyline, your NSX, your Supra, your RX-7. And so the fact they remade it and they did it really well, but I don't know. It would be one of those standing next to both of them when I flip a coin kind of thing.
yeah,
I mean, hey, what? Listen, you can look at something from the outside, be like, "Wow, that's pretty," but until you actually get to, like experience it, drive it around, see what it's like.
Yeah,
I mean, it can change everything.
Yeah,
Getting into a car, even though you thought it was going to be the coolest, sickest car you've ever imagined, you get in it and it just doesn't fit right with you.
Yeah, so I mean,
I've done that
I
Sat in a car and been like, yeah.
what is it? The I think it's the SRT trim. I'm not a huge Dodge fan, but on the Challenger and the Charger, like looking at the two, I would have said I like the Challenger a hell of a lot more. But I rented both of them while I was on a work trip, and I hated the way the Challenger drove. Completely hated it. It looks better in my opinion, but I hated it so much that the Charger would 100% win for me now, just because it handles a hell of a lot better, and they feel the same, like in power. These are same trims and stuff, so don't go into Hellcats or Scat Packs or any of that stuff. Just the SRT or whatever it was. I can't remember. But so I mean, I know we can step off of cars real quick, but I want
back on the
to
food.
I want to know real quick, do you guys think the C9 Corvette, is that a supercar or is that a muscle car?
Wait,
Where
C9 or
does that
C8?
one fall? The C9, the brand new one,
C8.
C9.
What's the money?
How much you want to give me?
I gotta pull this up real quick. I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
You said a
that's maybe-
C9 Corvette.
Maybe $20.
Sure.
It's pulling up right now, Will.
Yeah, the C8 Corvette's the new one. That's the mid-engine. What you got, Pat?
C9 Corvette.
It's looking nice.
I know my C's. I know my C's.
9 Corvette. I mean, really, it does look like a. That's
Maybe I'm
nice.
just not well versed enough, but
Oh.
we were talking about the newest, the mid-engine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is. It looks nice. Looks real nice. Damn.
yeah.
How
this
can that
is-
even be a? Like, it really does look like a straight up.
Yeah, they definitely changed it up. They still kept some of the Corvette features, but they definitely changed it up.
Seth, we're talking about the one that just came out, right?
We're talking about the same thing. The C9 and C8 are same body style. I just looked them both up. So we both are right.
Okay,
So
We'll go with that then.
I'll pay you $10. You pay me $10. We good.
that's a deal. Bye, Pat. Oh,
See?
there he is.
Is that
No,
what we're
that-
talking about?
No, we're not.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a concept. That's a concept.
That's a concept. But
Yeah,
like,
just
look
type
at
in
the-
2020 C8 Corvette.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
that
mean,
one.
it's showing
that one you're
C8
looking up right
and
there.
C9. There's
Yeah,
also
they're the
all
same
of them
trim.
mixed.
They're the same trim.
Okay.
They look real nice. Real nice indeed.
But
Yeah, I was
no.
thinking about that, but I didn't know if that was going to be considered to be a supercar. or
Yeah,
not.
see that was the question I wanted. Like, is I'm still firm against the other two you said as supercars. They're still muscle, but
Oh, you're talking
this
about
I feel like
the
would
Hellcat
cross.
Red Eye and the GT500.
Yeah, and I mean they're nice, they're fast, all that good stuff. But I think, in my opinion, which I don't know exactly how they're classified, but in my opinion, you need those fanciful curves that are designed for airflow and power to that mid-engine, and then you also need just design. Like it's a design thing. Like, majority of your supercars are going to be insanely lightweight, also due to I mean, a lot of them, especially the higher end ones, have mostly carbon fiber. So it's all in the design. Like, they cost a ton to make, and they cost a ton
Well,
to
and
sell
then-
because
and
it
then
costs a ton to
must
make.
also be able to go extremely fast.
Yeah, well, I mean
Unreasonably fast.
that's I mean
What-
almost
never
they're
actually
also generally V10s and above, and then sometimes forced induction.
Would you say there's a difference though with the classification of having a supercar and then an exotic?
I mean, that's just location, and I guess, or I'm whether. Well, the word exotic to me is more of a rare. So like an exotic car or exotic supercar would be like the F40 or the Bugatti Veyron or the what's it called? Can't remember. There's a Lamborghini Roadster. I can't remember which one it is, but they only made 20 of them. So like it's extremely rare.
Yeah. It's like a collector
Yeah.
thing where like nobody has it. So then I would say that's
Yeah, and the people who have
So
it
exotic.
almost never put it on the road, so you don't see it.
yeah.
And I guess to answer your
Sadly.
question, though, I mean, if we're not going to consider the Red Eye or the GT500, then you would consider the C8 as a supercar. It would just be the trim level of a Corvette.
Yeah. I mean, I would consider it a supercar now. Very very beginner level supercar, but it's got the mid engine, it's got the lightweight, it's got the design for the airflow to that mid-engine. Like it has a whole different look to it, a whole different feel to it. That interior is also insanely nice. I don't know if you've seen one, but whew.
I have, yeah. Even the base model is
I mean,
pretty.
I don't
Pretty
even
loaded
really
up.
feel like they have a base model anymore because that base model is still expensive.
Yeah,
Like, because like a C7 Corvette, anyone with a decent job, like not even making a lot of money, could afford a base model there. And then with this new one, not anyone could just afford.
yeah, that's true.
This is true.
All right.
Oh, quiet here. Quiet before the storm.
What? Storm?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain. I don't know, maybe.
It's been looking like it all day.
Super windy when I was trying to
Yeah.
cross over that Mississippi River today.
Super windy, and I saw little droplets of water, but nothing ever came up.
That classifies as a storm. We survived another storm. Heck yeah.
But it was also like hot. So it was like hot wind.
Always
Very
hot
weird.
here.
Yeah, but the wind was like blowing so hard, and then it's like just straight hot. So it was actually not that enjoyable. Kind of a yucky day here. But Louisiana, we live in the bayou.
There's that guy again, man. He's following you around.
It's tough out here.
Tell him to get out of my house.
The humidity is out of this world.
I got a topic for you guys. We haven't talked about them in a while, but television shows and movies. What would you guys consider a movie series that lasted too long? Should as a solo film? For instance,
God.
like
Keeping Up with the Kardashians. One episode was too long.
No, not television shows,
Facts.
but like movies. So for instance, like an example I would give would be the Taken movies, right? The first one's incredible, but then you've run out of content and you're just telling the same story.
Okay,
next two
superhero movies. All of them.
All right, explain.
Same exact plot line every time. They put some twists and turns in the middle of it, but at the end of the day, it is one thing and one thing only. Good guy or bad guy, I guess you could say, because they got the anti-hero thing going on. So they mixed it up on you, but don't be tricked.
You're
Still the same.
foot.
It's the same damn thing.
Isn't that just what a comic book
noble, virtuous person with powers trying to stop somebody who's doesn't have the best intent with his plans for the world? That's literally every super that has been made, and there's probably a few exceptions, I would say, but for the most part, that's the plot. Like, you can mix and put whatever you want in the middle, but at the end of the day, you walk into that movie, you sit down, you say, it's Spider-Man. Oh boy, what's gonna happen at the end? Spider-Man's gonna fight the bad guy. Maybe the bad guy wins.
So what you're saying is
but
you
next
don't.
one comes and he wins.
It's my turn. I will mute you. So what you're saying is you just don't like superhero movies because you pick them out of everything. Whenever most others have that same kind of thing. To come up with something clever and original is insanely hard now with how many movies are out there. Most of your movies, every single war movie has the same plot. Every single superhero movie, roughly the same plot. Every single horror movie, the same plot.
But he said equals.
Yeah, but those are not all the same. So if you look at
Saving Private Ryan is not a sequel. It is.
If you look at the different, I don't know, let's just go with Spider-Man's. They are all different and they are all connected in some way or another. It's not like you're watching the same movie with new characters. It is the same. Like it follows, of course, there's got to be an antagonist with a protagonist because that's how stories go. But it doesn't matter that, It's not that you're just doing the same story like Taken. It was the same story in different locations. The guy could not figure out how to keep his,
Yeah.
family safe, or his dog, or whatever it was. I stopped. I didn't even watch this. So the first one was great.
I watched the first
but
one.
anyways,
Got halfway through the second. just turned
that
it
is
off.
my point. My point is correct. Anyways,
Wow.
Yeah, Pat. No, Pat. With what you're saying though,
Damn.
Patrick, you say comic book movies, right? But that's what a comic book is. For the majority of comic books, the hero is always going to win. It's just the way, by nature, it's designed. Seth and I's point is, you take a movie, like I said, that, for instance, is taken at this
I
point,
mean,
where you have it's the same exact concept, but nothing is new. And because it's not interesting, and it should have been a solo movie, like Private Ryan, which I never said was a sequel.
right.
It's a
But I'm saying,
standalone.
like,
You tell the
okay, I
beginning,
do
the
know
middle,
that.
and the end in that one movie, and that's it. The only reason follow-ups were made is because they felt they could get easy money and make
Mhm.
easy money out of it, right?
Right. So it's disingenuous, bad movies, lazy plot lines, and don't get me wrong, there are some movies that they got lucky and happened to cast a group of people that had actual human souls and made a real, like, interesting, unique, funny universe. But at the end of the day, the more movies they make in that, the more it's like you already know. Like okay, the most perfect example of this is, in my opinion, is the Avengers. As great as the Avengers are, and as much freak out and talk that they give it, it's like from day one of the Avengers, what was basically going to happen. Can we all just be honest there and say, like, in game there was no surprise. They threw some things in, and some people might have gotten the middle movie where everybody died. But, like, literally, we walked out of the movie theater, and I was with three other dudes. Seth was one of them. And we said, "Come on. Not really going to kill all those people." And were we right? 2.5 years later or whatever, when it finally came out, yes, they all came back. There were some that died, but the major people, the major players, still alive. Thanos did get beat in the end. No, it's like, I don't know, but I'm like the sequels, so it goes off of sequels. I don't mind watching a like drama or something that goes on, but it's that they make a movie, but it's like, just do a one and done, because I've seen a lot of shows and movies that are great, but it's because they just don't keep going. They take a good character, a good plot, they put it in. Yes, you might be able to guess the ending, like, midway through the movie, depending on how intellectually smart you are. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still a good film. They do a good job. And we could go on and list movies like that. But I feel like the sequel movies in general just, I don't know, like Finding Nemo. The first Finding Nemo, the best. The other one, come on, go. Toy
it's,
Story,
again,
number
another
one,
movie about
the
losing
best.
somebody. Like, come on, get your shit together.
No, I mean, Toy Story 2 was pretty good. Toy Story 3 was okay. It
What
was
about Toy
great, though.
Story 4? You're not even going to mention it? Not even an honorable
Exactly.
mention?
Frozen, not great, but hey, people love that movie.
Those
So
are,
I'm gonna say
I mean,
Frozen.
those are movies designed for children. You just got to put the same characters in. They don't
No.
care. That's all they are.
Huh.
Not that, Frozen 2 is not my favorite movie ever, because it was. I'm
I hadn't seen
sure
either.
if I ever
Especially
watch it.
like the snowman in it.
But, yeah.
Know why?
No,
Do you want to build a snowman?
he has nothing to do with that scene.
Uh, Your voice. Oh no! I probably should screaming so loud, huh?
That's never
I
gonna happen.
I was impassioned. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
all of my soundproofing stuff comes in on Saturday. So if we're, if everything goes well enough, get it all up before recording on Sunday, and
Nice.
won't have to worry about me like I intentionally don't talk while you're talking, Patrick, because when I talk, my noise gate opens up and then it'll pick up the
You
small
can
noises.
hear me.
Yeah, so I when you're
No.
talking, I can't talk.
Yeah, someone even says sometimes you can come through on my mic. All the way over here.
Probably.
I know this is like a long ways past what we were talking about, but I saw a TikTok yesterday. I sent it to somebody actually, but it was of somebody driving through the Chick-fil-A drive-through, and the people are like in these like tint box things, like they're clear like containers that hold them in, and they have like partitions for their arms and legs, and like laughing and laughing, and I just thought it was so funny. I was like, the world we live in. We're gonna have people like walking around like, "Hi guys, how are you today?"
You'll be
Would you-"
back to that Kanye West music video where
I wish I could show y'all. If you saw it, you would get it. It was so good. And the way she was laughing, she like was laughing so hard that it was like becoming snorts. And then they like pulled up next to the lady, and she's still laughing, and that's when the video cut off. So I don't really know what happened after that.
the person took their order with a smile because that's what Chick-fil-A does.
My pleasure. Like, oh man, I'm so like, because I work in guest service or whatever. I'm like, thank you, and then I always forget, and I'm like, oh sorry. My pleasure. And you're like, I wonder how excited they were to say it that time.
Yep.
It's like the 4,000th time today. My pleasure was sincerely given to me. Obviously,
Yeah.
it was their
Sincerely.
sincere and greatest accomplishment. Serve me my fast food.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. You guys got anything else?
No, I'd say it's
No, that's
that's
where we're
good
gonna end
enough
this.
for a later day, run through.
Yeah.
I apologize for my camera. It is not pretty because my room, up until again this weekend, I ordered a lot of stuff and Amazon said no, not for a whole month. But
What?
anyways,
Not considered as essential.
yeah. So it all comes in this weekend. But I mean, my camera usually relies on natural light. There is none. So
Well, that sucks. Because I was about to order some stuff on Amazon. So you're telling me I'm not going to get it for
it all
Nope.
depends on
straight
what you ordered.
robbery.
Computer parts come in. I actually ordered something yesterday and it came in today.
So, okay. Question. If I get a computer part and then add on some stuff that's non-essential, will they
They'll
throw it together
ship
and
them
ship
differently.
Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
But
No.
it's like, I really want this non-essential $20 thing, so let me real quick buy, $150 worth of RAM so I can get this.
Yep.
It? Like, I'm buying an SSD, but I'm also getting... No, I can't think of anything non-essential that I really need right now. Damn.
I
Yeah.
learned this, which, I mean, I know we were trying to end, I'm sorry, but I learned this on Monday that HDDs are extremely cheap.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like, I can get 4 terabytes on that for cheaper than 500 gigabytes on an SSD.
Yep. Because it's the old technology.
Yeah,
set.
but so I mean, but if you run like your OS and your active systems on your SSD,
Yeah.
and then you run your backup system like games and stuff on HDD, it won't matter. You won't see a performance difference.
Right.
So, guess who's got a 4 terabyte hard drive?
Biscuit. No, I need to do
Anyways.
that. I really do. Damn it. I need to
Yeah.
I need to get myself my SSD and make it dedicated to just the operating system, and then put all the rest of my crap
Yeah,
Maybe
I have
out
an
there.
SSD just for my operating system, another SSD for things like Discord and slobs and stuff like that, and then now my terabyte will be for games, or my HDD will
Awesome.
be for games. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, a
Tech
couple
tips.
of things before we outro.
Ooh.
One, we've got some plans upcoming Sunday, I guess, for the next episode. We got some special plan for you guys. Release later on in the week, so you guys should plan for that. Secondly, we've crossed 40 subs now, so thank you for the continued support you guys are showing the channel. So we're getting there.
Yes.
Part of the progress.
Oh,
So
we're slowly
What
moving
else?
forward. Well, I say slowly. We're growing faster than I thought we would in the amount of time, which is awesome. We
Yeah.
appreciate the support.
it's all
Yeah.
all thank you to you beautiful people out there
And
watching and or listening.
I'm going to call it already. I'm going to call it already. We will be,
They're just
by the time we're
the
recording on
people.
Sunday, we will have 1,000 views on the channel.
Really?
I'm calling it already, which means
That's
you
the
guys
plan.
have to watch this. Don't make me a
No.
liar.
I already watched it. I was part of it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people,
right,
other
right,
people. Okay, you only count as one view.
Donald Trump told me I was the greatest person of all time.
On
so-
that note.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
thought my view counted for 1 million. Damn it! At least.
Nope. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get off that topic real quick and end
Yep.
this video.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, go ahead and check us out on
God.
Facebook at The Talking Guys. We also have the Twitter, The Talking Guys as well. So if you guys want to check us out on the social medias, links are
Give
gonna be
us a
down in the
follow.
description and below.
All that good stuff. Patrick, tell them what to do on YouTube.
Like, click, and subscribe for more content like this.
And don't
Yeah,
forget
I
to
guess
ding that bell.
And
That's
don't
it.
And
forget to
until
ring that bell,
Sunday, I
folks.
guess.
Until Sunday, we'll see you.
Have a good
Monday.
one.